Wow, thank you so much. My name is Pearose Cherotich. I have been doing this business now for the last 13 years. I am proudly Neolife. Of course, I'm a teacher by profession, as you know, for those who have heard my story. I was teaching in high school, and as a high school teacher of physics and mathematics, I only knew the skill of teaching, of course, students, students, physics and mathematics. So I came to this opportunity. I was told that I need to learn a whole set of new skills so that I can build my business. So I have been building my business for the last 13 years, and I can tell you for sure, every one of us listening to me, this business only works if you are able to train. It doesn't matter where you are coming in from, because in our business, you train, you work to be a leader and not to be a manager. You don't manage people, you lead people. And for network marketing, you need a whole new skill set, which I'm going to take us through tonight. So when we joined on the 17th of July, 2010, I remember my sponsor told me clearly that Pearose, for you to grow your business, you have to come for trainings. Unfortunately, those days, we only had physical trainings. There were no virtual trainings. I mean, you couldn't have such. Thanks to COVID, because it has brought a lot of new things for us to be able to better ourselves. And you see, before you would only go maybe to Nairobi, I wouldn't be present with someone in Nakuru in the same training, someone in Italy, someone in Kericho, someone in Mombasa. So really, this is a very good tool that we are using tonight to learn. And I want to encourage you, guys, let us train. I still train even today having been in the business for over 10 years, but I still value training a lot. So in our business, we have 6 skills. 6 which you need to learn and master at the same time, and also go out and practice. For you to master, you have to go out and practice this. So we have the 6 skills. Skill number 1 is prospecting. Skill number 2 is inviting. Skill number 3 is presenting. Yeah, making someone sit down and you draw the circles, show them the presentation. That is skill number 3, but it starts from prospecting, and then you invite them to a meeting. Even if it is a virtual meeting, you will have to invite. Then you present, that is number 3. Number 4 is closing. How do you close someone? How do they give you money? How do they join your business? It is closing. So you need to close. Then number 5 is follow-up. So following up is also another skill. And then we have number 6, starting the distributor, right? And number 7 is promoting events. So today we are just focusing on the first 2. Next time we'll do the other 2, and then we come and do the rest. But really, you cannot jump one skill to go to another. So what is prospecting? So I could define prospecting as the process of searching for and connecting with new customers or potential customers. It is a process of searching for and connecting with new potential customers as you work to convert them to your newest customers or downlines. So it's a process of searching for and connecting with new potential customers as you work to convert them to your newest customers or downlines. So it's a real process. You are searching for people who you are going to make them your customers or your downlines. So that is prospecting. Now, when you are prospecting, we have different categories of people, actually 3 categories of people as you prospect. The number 1 category of people are called the hot market. Hot market. Then we have the warm market, and then we have the cold market. So who are the hot market? Hot markets are those people who you know very well, those people who are so close to you, and you know them in, out. They could be your sister, your brother, a close family member is a hot market, or a very close friend, your best friend is a hot market. So these are people whom you can call anytime and they come to your rescue. Actually, when you get something, an emergency, they are the first people you will think about, the first 5 people you think about. Of course, if it is me, I get into something, I'll think about my husband, I'll think about my brother or my sister or my best friend. So these people are called hot market. These are people you can easily approach for anything. Now we have the warm market. Warm markets are people whom you know each other, yes, but they are not really close to you, okay? So these are people you know each other, but they are not really close to you. If you have called all your best friends and they fail to pick your call to come to your rescue, then you will call the warm market. So they come later after the hot market. So these are people that you could be having a friend, you rarely communicate actually, but you know each other. So if you call them, they'll pick up the call and say, hi, Herbert, hi, Kimutai, hi, Faith, hi, Simon. But not that they are so close to you, they don't know so much. So those are warm market people. And then number 3, we have the cold market. Cold market are total strangers, people you've never met, you've never seen, you've never had their contacts. So those are the 3 kinds of people that we have to prospect. And of course, when you join the business, the first people you started with are your hot market. The closest people to you. I remember when we joined the business, I was so excited. I thought it's just about bringing people and like that, I'm going to earn money. So I started even talking to my sister, you know, telling her we have a nice business. She said she didn't have money and I decided to pay for her. And of course, that is a hot market. Sometimes these hot market people, yes, they are easily approachable. You can tell them anything. You can, you know, you can share anything. And when you go out to the hot market and share your business, I don't know how many of us have had our experiences with the closest family members. Some of them don't even want to hear you. They won't listen to you. Yes, they are very hot market, but they may not even listen to you. They may not even take you serious. Okay? So this is hot market. And this hot market, they are the best maybe for you, if I can encourage you. They are the best to be your customers. They can use your products very, very well, but they may not join your business. So they are so close to you, but they wouldn't want maybe to join your business. So they are the best to be approached at what? Customers. But of course, you prospect first, you talk to them, and even when they say most of them will always say, do the business. When you reach somewhere and succeed, I will come and join you. Those are the hot market. That is their answer most of the time. Warm market are people who just know you, and they're also part of the first people that you're going to approach. So you can approach them. You will approach them after approaching the warm market. I mean the hot market, and the last ones are the cold market. And let me tell you something. From my experience of the last 13 years, the cold market are the best people to work with. Who can agree with me on that? They are people you never know, you've never met, but what do? They work best with you. And this is simple, not just in our business. Sometimes some of us have had an experience where you got someone who is your hot, you know, like hot market, or a family member working for you. And sometimes it's very hard to have a working relationship with these people. Same case to the warm market. But people whom you don't know, I think it is very easy to work with them because you can easily give them your rules and everything. So cold market are people you don't know. And tonight we are looking at how can you approach these people. So when you are prospecting, I've discovered that many people who join our business, of course, including myself, the first question they ask is, do I know anybody? Do I know anybody? Because many people believe that if you know so many people, you're going to be very successful in this business. And that is a big lie. You know, you don't have to know many people to be able to be successful. So it sounds logical, but it is not true. You don't have to know so many people because, as I have said, the best people to work with is the cold market. So you have to find a way of reaching your cold market. Now, when you are prospecting, we have three types of people, three kinds of people as they prospect. We have people who are called posers. We have amateurs and professionals. And all of us start from down. You could start as a poser. Who is a poser? A poser is someone, you know, who joins the business and they think of a mental list of very few people, 1, 2, 3 people, and they say, oh, when I bring this person into the business, they are going to do big. They are going to take me to president. This one person. So they believe in luck. So they look at their pastor, they look at their MCA, they look at their chief, they look at, you know, someone who knows other people, someone who might be very popular. They look at their governor and whoever. So, and they only say, I will bring that one, and they will bring so many people. Unfortunately, it does not work in our business. So posers are people who make a mental list of very few people, and they hope these people will join their business, and their entire future is based upon the response of the few people. So especially when we tell them to write a name list, they always write only 2, 3, or 5 people. They don't write more than 5. So these are people who are called posers. And you see, if the 5 people go and say no, or the 3 people go and say no, what they do? Normally they become very cold in the business. They may not move. Then we have people who are called amateurs. Amateurs, instead of a small mental list, they make an even bigger list. And of course, you know, everyone who joins the business, you need a name list. So you write down like 100 names. And then amateurs, without a lot of knowledge, they go out and attack these people with their business. They start talking, and yet they don't even have a lot of information. And, you know, as they talk to people and without much information, they say, no, no, no. And as the list is diminishing, they become very anxious. The anxiety goes up. So what am I telling the new people? That when you are new in the business, you make use of your upline. Make use of your director. Make use of your president's team member. Make use of your wife's team. Make use of your upline. That person who is above you, who knows. In the beginning, let these people help you. So don't be an amateur. I'll show you how you invite, even as when you don't have information, because you cannot be telling your sponsor to invite people for you. You can only tell them to help you to present the business on your behalf, as you hear. So we have the posers who just have a mental list of very few people, and they talk to them and they don't join, and hence they easily quit the business. But if they don't quit, they graduate to be an amateur. They make a list of even like 100 people, and they start approaching each one of them without their knowledge. And I'm so excited because on this call, we have our brand new executive manager for last month, that is Alice. I've seen Alice working the business together with Joshua so well, so that she's learning a lot of things. And that is how she has been able to grow, because she doesn't do it alone. So yes, she's supposed to be in the amateur category, but you see, she's not even approaching people. She's talking to them, she's inviting them, yes, but then the upline is going to help them. So these are amateurs. Then finally, we have people who are called professionals. Professionals, they take finding quality people as a skill. They actually take that as a skill. They look for quality people. And so you find that amateurs, they only look at the hot market. I mean, posers, they only look at the hot market. The amateurs look at the hot and the warm market. But Professionals, they will go into looking at the cold market. And remember, I said that the cold market is the best to do the business with. So yes, professionals will start with a written list. And so that is why each one of us on this call, I believe, how many of us have a list of names? The first thing I tell people when you join the business, get a book, not a paper. A paper can easily get lost. Write the list of names in your phone book, all of them. And I know most of us, we have a huge list on our phone book. Is it making you money? No, just sitting there using your credits. But now we want you to tell this business to all these people in your phone book. So first write a name list of at least 400 people in your book. Don't worry about how you are going to approach them. This one will be done. You will be guided by your upline director. So professionals, yes, they will write the list, but they will also ensure that every day they are adding onto the list. From where? The cold market. From strangers. They will prospect. They will look for new people. And they will always be finding ways. Wow, Mary Mboshi has 301 people in her list. Congratulations. So now that you have that 301, by the end of this week, there should be 320, you know, because you will be prospecting every day, adding to your name list. Yeah. So adding to your name list is very, very important. And you have to make a commitment about the number of people you are going to be adding every day. So if you tell yourself you are going to add one person, please don't sleep before you add what? One person. So the question is, where are you going to prospect? Where? Of course, we meet people. When you go to the bank, when you are, maybe you are on the road, maybe you are, you know, you are using public means and you are meeting people in a matatu, you can prospect them and get their contacts. And you know what, when you are prospecting someone, you don't even have to be seen to be prospecting. Just talk general things. You don't have to talk about your business. When you are prospecting somebody, don't tell them about the business. Don't mention Neolife anywhere. Don't mention network marketing. Don't mention anything. Just get to know one another. That is the prospecting way. Prospecting is just getting to know this person. And after knowing the new person, create a rapport. You know, create a rapport. Have a way of continuously getting in touch. For example, if I met someone in the morning in a matatu, I get to know them, you know, we talk general things, and finally they give me their number, you know, just find a way. You can give them your number and they give you their number. Once they give you their number, in the evening when you come home, you can say, I hope you have arrived safely. I hope you are home. Have a good night. You know, something like that. You start engaging each other. If it is like recently we had Easter, happy Easter. You know, if you keep that rapport, they want to know, what do you do? So I had a guest in the office today whom I presented the business to. So where did I meet my guest? So I had gone to repair shoes school shoes for my daughter. So when I went to that person who repairs school shoes, the shoes, I was there, and this guy was also there. And I was repairing the shoe, and of course we are waiting there. And we started just picking up a conversation. The guy was like, the rains have really delayed. I was like, I got into that conversation very fast. Why? Because I'm very intentional, guys. You have to be very intentional. So we talked about the rain. It had delayed, you know, it was about last month early. The rains had delayed, and actually it was February. So the guy was telling me the rains have delayed, you know. We talked about it and the effect of the rain delaying, and the economy is down and stuff like that. So we talked, and he got to know me. I was with my daughter, and so we talked and asked about my daughter. He also told me he has children, you know. And then, you know, we picked up numbers. Actually, he's the one who asked for my number, because the way I was talking, he said, let me have your number. I think we can share something. We are both raising teenagers. So the guy he took my number. So he saved my number. He flashed to me. I saved his number. Okay. So I've just been keeping in touch. I remember after some time, because he had told me he would be traveling to Eldoret to take the daughter to school in Eldoret. I texted him and I'm like, I hope you took your daughter to school and she's now settled. And he was like, yes, Pearose, I did. And so we kept talking. And you see, I've been posting quite a lot of things on my status. So this guy has been seeing some empowerment stuff, you know, and he was like, I want to know what you're doing. So he was the first person to approach me. I want to know what you're doing. So I invited him to some meetings and he has not been coming, but today we were able to meet. So what am I saying? Keep in touch with these people. It may not be instant, like you're going to prospect and just make them join that day, but keep in touch with them, okay? So that is how professionals do. They make a focused commitment to never stop adding to the list. And the list is called an active candidate list. And you know, the biggest mistake people make is that when they write the name of a person on their list, and you take a whole month without talking to that person, when you try to talk to them after 1 month, they won't respond. You went long, you know, it has been long, so they don't even remember. So I want to urge you to keep that list active and also create a rapport and have an active way of remaining talking to this person, you know. So when you are making that list, make sure you make it as comprehensive as possible, and make sure, you know, right now with our business, you can do it from anywhere. So like for me, I make my list very simple. I have a book for Nairobi. I have a book for like a place, Eldoret. Okay, it can be one book, but I divide my book into regions. So when I have people for Eldoret, whom I've prospected, I will write them in the Eldoret list. So the next time we have a meeting in Eldoret, I will what? I will invite them. So that is very, very important. Just know that you need to make your list as comprehensive as possible. Okay? So when you write down everyone, if you have in your phone book, remember you are going to empty the list from your head. So you are allowing room for more. So write them first and then now make a commitment to get a new list. Another way, of course, I've said one of the ways is when you meet people one-on-one, which nowadays might be not very easy, because some of us, you may be working a job, but you are working from home. Okay? Or if you are coming, you know, you are going to work, you are picked by your company car or something like that. So maybe it's a bit rare to meet new people. But of course, we meet people. You go to church, you go to a funeral, you go to wherever you go, most. You know, when you go there, make sure you are always getting a contact. You go to a wedding, make sure you get a contact. It's very easy to pick up because we are social human beings. And I know that when I meet new people, I focus on something called FORM. FORM standing for family. We talk about only 4 things with these people. FORM. The 4 things or areas that I will, you know, if someone is not even talkative, I will try to really, you know, get them to know them on the 4 things. Number 1 is family. Number 2, occupation. What do they do? I tell them I'm a teacher. I don't even say I'm a retired teacher. I'll just say I'm a teacher. And they tell me what they do. And sometimes I ask them, like someone, I asked her, I remember today I spoke to someone and she told me she works with KPLC. And I was like, wow, that is, you must be having a high paying job, you know? And she was like, oh, no, that's just a name. Yeah. I need money like yesterday. So I already discovered this person needs my opportunity like yesterday, you know. So as you talk about FORM, that is family, occupation, recreation, what do they like, you know, and what motivates them. FORM, family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. What motivates them, you know. So as you talk generally about those things, you will realize that in the process of talking about family, someone would tell you, oh, my father is sick, you know, I was just from home, something like that. You'll realize how to really talk to them about our business later, but not right away. So that is very important when you meet people and you're picking up a conversation. And in case they talk about politics, just take part a bit, and of course, just to get to know them. So that is physical meeting, but we also have social media. Social media, how many of us on this call tonight are using social media? And if you have a social media account, for example, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, if you have these social media accounts, are you making money? Because right now, in this age and era, people are making money from social media. And so how do you prospect on social media? Because that is my main point. Social media, when you go to Facebook, because people, sometimes you can allow yourself to be used by Facebook by just scrolling, looking at her goddess. She did a wedding yesterday, watching everything about her wedding. You are just consuming your bundles or even your Wi-Fi. I mean, your time, majorly. When you are using social media, make sure you make use of social media. Don't let social media use you. And how does social media use you? When you're really scrolling, getting to gather a lot of information, which will not make you money. But when you go to social media, make sure you're making money. So if you want to prospect on social media, number one, you need to be very active, okay? If you have an account like Facebook account, be very active. Don't be passive. This person who is active will do what? They'll be posting every day. Even if it is 3 times a week, the better. But every day is better. This is helping you to have a lot of presence, because people visit at different days and people will see the latest post that you have put. So make sure you are very active on social media. And especially if you are prospecting to make business or to sponsor these people, just share your lifestyle. If you have gone to a meeting, if you're in a Zoom meeting tonight, you can take a selfie of yourself and say, wow, this is exciting. I'm learning from the best. I'm learning in the best, university. I'm so excited to be part of the Superstars team. And of course, someone would ask, what is Superstars team? That is a prospect, guys. Yeah. On Sunday or Saturday, you go to church and you're in church and you're excited. You can take a picture with a friend or your pastor or whoever. It was exciting, going to worship God. Somebody will say, you look smart. Somebody will just say something. By just commenting on your post, that is a prospect. Because that is someone who has started what? A conversation, okay? So I want to encourage all of us. We can prospect on social media. And I think the best way nowadays is doing it on social media, okay? So go to social media, be very active and start talking. When you start doing stuff on social media, people will start approaching you, talking to you. You can even post a what? A motivational quote. Yeah. You can post an engagement post. Like today, I had put something on my Facebook, and I asked people, where do you want to belong? Where do you belong? And there were colors there. And some say, I need more energy in one of the colors, like that. So we are starting to engage. These are prospects. So in that case, once you get people maybe commenting or talking to you, what will happen? You can talk to them, you now go to their inbox. So I want to encourage all of us. We can prospect. So when you go to their inbox, be the first one to give them. And before you even go to their inbox, you can check their profile to see that they are real people and they are people of substance and quality people for your business. Because if you go to their profile and you find they have never posted anything, or they don't even have a profile picture, you don't have to engage with such a person. So once you engage on social media, now you can give them your number on Facebook or Messenger or even Instagram Messenger. Give them your number and tell them, give me your number. It would be easier to talk on the phone. So when they give you your number, add them to the list. And guess what? You can do that every day. Like, for example, if you are posting, every day, something, wherever you go. Even if you are at work, you say, wow, I love my job. And someone will just say something about it. So once they say something, you start engaging. And so once they give you their number, you also remain what? Active. So you can use social media. And as you do that, you'll be constantly expanding your list every other time. Because, for example, guys, if you add 2 people every day to your list, if you did that for 6 days in a week, you're adding 2 people every day on your list, and you do that for 6 days in a week. This is over 600 new people in a year. Can you imagine? 12 people in a week, 24 people in a month. Okay? So it's over 600 new people in a year. If you do that for 5 years, that is 3,000 people. So you will never run out of people. You will never run out of prospects. And the beauty is that nowadays, like WhatsApp makes it so easy. You can put a broadcast for these people whereby you put them together and you are able to send one message going to everyone. Okay? And make sure that you're always networking on purpose. Don't just go to a place and come without networking. So that is on prospecting. I now want us to look at, yes, I have prospected, I have this list. What do I do next? Okay? Because even if you have the list and you never speak to them, it will never make business for you. So how do you invite people? The best way, of course, is to, in your prospect list, have their contacts, their phone numbers, because you'll not go looking for them physically. You want to take to them on the phone. And if you look for them physically to invite them, if I come to your house to invite you to a meeting in town, you will tell me I give you the presentation right away, which I may not be very conversant. So when you are inviting, tip number one, it's always better to use a mobile phone when you're inviting someone, instead of going to meet them physically, because when you meet them physically, they will ask for more information from you. And you see now, you will have no choice but to give them more information, which can easily, and more information which may not be enough to convince them to join the business. So don't invite face-to-face as much. Prospect maybe face-to-face, but invite on the phone. Okay? So when you invite prospects on the phone, they will ask questions or queries. You can simply ask them to meet you and discuss the things more professionally over the table. So that would be easier. Okay? So that is tip number one. The best invitation way is using your phone. Number two, when you're inviting someone on the phone, don't have so much time to talk to them. You know, always be in a hurry when you're inviting somebody. And because when you have too much time, you will talk unnecessary things. You have to be straight to the point. So don't talk unnecessary stuff while inviting the prospect. Do a simple invitation. You know, inviting someone. If you give them unnecessary information, like telling them the name, the company name, like, by the way, when you're inviting someone, don't tell them the company name. Telling them New Life, telling them about 3NN, Provitality, or even a business plan is not recommended while you're inviting. If you do that, most likely they have ever heard about another network marketing company. You know, they may ignore. There are so many people who have preconceived ideas. So number one, use the phone, but number two, don't talk unnecessary stuff while inviting the prospect. So use the minimum time possible. Number three, be excited. When you're inviting somebody, be excited. You need to maintain curiosity and talk with conviction, okay? So we are even recommended not to be sitting down or very lazy. Don't even call someone when you are not excited. If you are so feeling down or you are unwell, don't call, because they can easily tell. Can you imagine a prospect asking you, oh, are you not feeling well? You have a cold or something like that. When you have a cold, you can just text them instead of calling them. So it's better to walk and talk while you are inviting. It will help in keeping your blood circulation going in your body. And your voice will never be dull when you are walking. Okay? So it is recommended never to lie down when you are inviting, because if you are in bed, obviously the other person, the tone of your voice, your posture will always be, the other person will tell. So you need to be very excited. So when the person on the other side feels you have got something, you will be willing to meet. As simple as that. And maintaining curiosity is very important. So have the conviction and be in a hurry and be excited and maintain curiosity. Because when you maintain curiosity, if you satisfy their curiosity, they won't come to the meeting. If you maintain curiosity, they will be so eager to come to the meeting and listen. Okay? And whatever you talk, make sure you are talking with conviction. If you are convinced, half the work is done. Okay, so if the prospect feels you are not sure about what you're talking about, like even if you don't know how to do a presentation, don't tell them, come, someone else will do it for you. They will know that you know very little. They know that you are not very sure. So they will not take any interest. So that is number 3. Number 4, kiss, but don't kill. Kiss is keep it short and simple. I had already said, keep it short and simple. Okay? So when you are calling someone, use kiss, not kill. Kill is keep it long and lengthy. When you keep it long and lengthy, you're going to talk unnecessary stuff. Your invitation could be a maximum of 3 to 5 minutes. And in the same, you can use the form, the family, chit-chat, occupation, recreation, and motivation. Okay? So you can call someone and it's like, how are you? Just start the answer. How is your job doing? How is your business doing? Sometimes you ask them, how is your business doing? Oh, they tell you, my business is really down. Okay? So when they tell you that, of course, you tell them, I have something exciting. Come and listen. I have an opportunity. Something like that. You don't have to tell people many other things. So keep it simple. And then number 5, when you're inviting someone, give them a time choice. Don't just tell them straight, you have to meet me tomorrow or this day. It's good to give them 2 choices. If, for example, we have a meeting in Nakuru on Thursday this week, and maybe we have another one on Thursday next week, you ask the prospect, can we meet on Thursday this week or Thursday next week? Or if you are going to meet them one-on-one, can we meet on Thursday at 5 p.m. or Friday at 3 o'clock? Always have 2 choices, not more. Again, if you give more choices, they will have too much. They'll tell you, I'll think about it and tell you the best appropriate. So just give 2 time choices to the prospects is very, very important. And when you invite a prospect very early, make sure you call them 24 hours to the time, or you remind them before the time. So that is so important. And always when you ask for that time, take a confirmation. Don't just wait for this prospect to tell you, I'll tell you next time, things like that. If they tell you, let me check my diary, give them a few minutes to check the diary and get to them. So that is very, very important. Those are some of the tips when you are inviting a prospect. Okay, so you are prospected, now you know those tips. How do you do it exactly? Okay, so you really make sure, because not every prospect will come. You could have a prospect and they don't come even the day they said they would come. And I know most of us, we have that experience where someone said they would come and they never turned up. How many of us have ever been told, I will come to that meeting, but people never turned up? I believe many of us on this call. Me, I've been told that many times. So what I normally do is that I don't talk, maybe I would call them a day before. Grace Mariga, someone has told you they are coming and they didn't come. So some of us, we will get so angry with this person and they even go and delete their number. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Just keep in touch with them. In fact, be very polite. Don't even Immediately after the meeting, don't talk to them because that time you are not feeling good about having said yes and they never appeared. Give yourself time. Now later, if they don't tell you why they didn't come, just like you, I actually told my prospect last week, you missed a lot. You know, I make them also know that they missed something big. Okay, so don't delete their number. Keep in touch with them. Okay, so if they said, oh, I had a sick person, my neighbor got an emergency, something like that, tell them sorry for that. Okay, and now you can invite them next time. So when you're inviting someone, we do it like a farmer, you know, we do it like a fisherman or a farmer. When you are fishing, fishing, you always attract, but you don't do it like a hunter. A hunter will always be chasing after people. So actually, as you talk to this person to invite them, they can easily read like you're begging them to join you. You're really forcing them and pushing them to come to your meeting. Just give, well, if they say yes, well and good. If they say no, well and good. Don't look like you're begging for them. So work like a fisherman, not a hunter. So when you are new in the business, because we are in different levels, you and myself, I know there are people on this call who just joined the business today, yesterday, you know, 3 months ago. They are still so new in the business. I said already that it's very important that you make use of your upline. And when you're inviting people, for these new people, you may not be able to do a one-on-one because you really have to watch someone doing a one-on-one 3 times at the minimum for you to master it. But nowadays it's easy because we have recorded messages that you can always listen severally. So you can invite these people to attend an event, like in Nairobi, we have a meeting tomorrow and on Saturday. So you can invite them. You can also invite them to your upline to be able to be assisted together with your upline. Don't ever invite to a meeting and you are away, unless you are in a different place. So if your upline is supposed to do a one-on-one with your prospect, be there, be present as they do the one-on-one. It will really help you. So when you invite people to a meeting where we have maybe several people, it also gives the aspect of social proof. This person will be like, oh, so there are many people doing it. They will meet so many people. So that is why inviting people to an event is really very important. Okay. You can also now give them a tool. There is also a way you can use a tool to invite. One of the ways of using the tool, we have a prospecting tool in our business. We have the 4-minute video. One, we have the prospecting script, which talks about, I am part of a superstars team, and in our team, we help people, you know, there's that script that we are using. And if you don't have, I think we are going to send to all the groups tonight. But we also have a video on our YouTube channel. The International Superstars team, Josephat and I, recorded a video that you can prospect as well as invite. So once you get to know these people, talk to them, now you can invite using that video. In the video, for me and Josephat, we've not mentioned the company. We actually talk much more about our team, the International Superstars team. And that's why the video is really very, very good. So that is using a tool. But you see, with a tool, you have to do a follow-up. You have to really follow up on these people. Did they really watch this tool? Did they watch the video? So like when you give someone a video, you ask them, how long will you take? What time exactly can you be able to get time to watch this 4-minute video? If they tell you they will have watched by 4 o'clock, call at 5 o'clock and ask them, did you watch? Because I discovered human beings are so lazy in doing what they said they will do. So after now they watch the video, they can come to a physical event. Now, as you invite this person, of course, it's also good to have a small story which may not be directly connected with the products, but maybe the opportunity. It depends also on the need of the person. Because if the person was telling you that they have a backache, you can have a story about the products. I was directed, I know of someone who also had the same problem like you, but they got a solution through the opportunity I'm going to tell you. So you have not told them about the products, you've not directly told them about what you do, but you are already making them curious so that they can also get a solution. Okay? So this is so important when we are inviting people, and I want us to go out and really work on this. Because you see, we say like this weekend we have a meeting in Bungoma and Kakamega. On social media, you can get people, prospect them on social media. They are in Kakamega, but you invite them to the meeting on Saturday. So it may take time, not exactly this Saturday, it may take time. It depends on who they are, if they are the hot market, the warm market, or the cold market. Because for the hot market and the warm market, it's very easy. The process of getting to the invitation stage is very easy. But if it is the cold market, if you invite them immediately to a meeting, they will not really come. They always look at this thing is something fishy, because how did you meet yesterday and you want me to come to your meeting tomorrow? Yeah. So those are some of the things that sometimes we make mistakes. As you do both the prospecting and the inviting, make sure you emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Because people prospect and they, or even invite, and you find you have invited 100 people and only one come, or two come, or three come. So you need to do much more, and that is why you need to do massive. We say massive action will lead to massive results. Don't invite 2 people expecting anyone to come. So in our business, and that is, we say our business is actually about numbers. It is about numbers. I read something about, I'll be reading for you about Bill in network marketing, that he was able to talk to a lot of people. And, the only people who met in millionaires were only 11 out of like 3,000 people that he was able to talk to. So if I get it, I'm going to share with you so that you can be able to see what really happens when you invite. I'll be sharing it with you on our WhatsApp group so that you can be able to go through those numbers. Because this guy, he talked to 3,000 people. Out of the 3,000 people, only 600 people responded. So you can see, we are talking about numbers. I'll send you. Out of the 600, you find that those who said yes, or who came to the meeting were like 300, Then who said yes were like maybe 20 or 30. And then the people who now worked with him, 30 joined, and only 11 people work the business. So I'm going to send that on our WhatsApp groups, and I'm sure you will really enjoy to see that this is a numbers game. Yes, Josphat has gotten it. Thank you. So I'll send it still there, but we say this person was a famous network marketer who did this business and was very successful. He said that I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. Yes. Which you can be sure he had invited much more than that. I think in another version, they talk of 3,000 invites. But he was able to get to 1,200 people. Out of 1,200 people whom he showed the plan, 900 of them said no. Okay, so how many said yes? Or signed up? 300. So he spoke to 1,200 people, 900 said no, 300 signed up. What fraction is that? 300 out of 1,200. That is a quarter of the people that you show the plan will sign up. And then out of these 300 who signed up, only 85 people did something at all. Out of 300 who said yes. So even people whom you are going to sponsor in your business, not everyone will do the business. I know those who have been in business for some time, they know that not everyone who even joins your business will do it. So 85 did something, meaning 115 or 215 did nothing out of 300. Then out of the 85 who did something, 35 were serious. Are you seeing that? So 85, they bought products, but 35 people were really serious in building the business. And out of the 35, 11 made me a millionaire. That is from Bill Britt. So are you willing to go through the numbers to be able to grow your empire, to be able to grow your business? And I can imagine these 11 who made him a millionaire are 11 president team members. Wow. Who is praying for 11 president team members in their team? I'm here praying for 11. Imagine if you are 11 president team members. Charlie Bolton, I think he has quite a number. Thank you, Faith. Amen. Let it be so. So we can build this business, but only if we are willing to go through the numbers. So superstars, today we have learned about prospecting and inviting. How many of us are going to put it into practice? That is the big thing. Are you going to prospect? Are you going to social media? Are you going to do it? Because our business is not about talking, but it is about doing. I'm really excited, and I believe what I've shared with you tonight has given you some value. Thank you so much for listening to me, and God bless you. I believe what I've shared will give you value and will help you to move your business to the next level. Thank you so much, and God bless you.